My name is Deborah Whipke. Welcome back if you are returning, and welcome if you are new to my channel. Today I'm talking about parallel careers. And what do I mean by parallel careers? Well, let's say that you decided what you wanted to do with your life, what you wanted to do with your professional life. Let's say you decided you wanted to help people. I did too. So let's explore that topic. You knew you wanted to help people. So you went to school, you got the education, or you got the certification that you needed. You got the job, you were all excited. And within the first 6 months, generally it's within the first 6 months, you started to feel dissatisfied. You started going home every day, feeling like you had put on a shirt that was too tight and you needed to get out of it, and you didn't understand why. I thought that I wanted to do this. I know that I want to help people. So what is going on? Why am I dissatisfied? So normally what we do is we start to look around us and we blame our supervisor, or we blame our coworkers, or we blame the population of people that we might be working with. But we forget to look inside and really see what's going on. So you think, well, if my supervisor was this way or that way, I would be more satisfied. If I was earning more money, I would be more satisfied. And very often you can go years and years and maybe an entire career, not even joking about that, an entire career, 30 plus years, somewhere where you are dissatisfied. Now look around you. How many people are in jobs that they absolutely cannot stand? Did they start out in a job that they really felt that they belonged there? So what happened? Okay, what happened was it was a parallel job. It was not the actual place that you thought you were supposed to be. So let's say that you wanted to help people and you loved hospitals, you loved everything medical, but you knew that you didn't want to be a doctor or nurse. So you went to school and you got your certification to be a paramedic and ride on an ambulance. And you thought, this is it. This is what I want to do. I want to help people. And within the first 6 months, you realize, I'm not liking this. Why am I not liking this? Okay, well, I don't like my coworker. Or I don't like the way that the company is calling us out on all of these calls, and there's too many, and we don't have a chance to decompress between the calls or something. All of these things, again, external to us, all of these things, you think that's the reason why I dislike that. So generally what we do then is we find another job. Same career. Because after all, you've got the education to be a paramedic, so what are you going to do? You're going to go to another company. And within 6 months, because in the beginning, everything is brand new and shiny and sparkly, but then that wears off, and within 6 months, you're back to where you were before. So very, very often then, so many of us stay right where we are, stuck. We may job hop, but we're still in the exact same career that we began in. We don't look outside and say, what is going on? Why? We don't look inside, actually, not outside. We are looking outside most of the time. We don't look inside and say, what's actually going on here? I went to school for this. I thought this is what I wanted to do. I thought this was my passion, so what's going on? Parallel career. That's what's going on. Parallel career. So I'm going to use me as an example. I went to school. I got all the education to be a therapist. I am sitting there day after day. I'm listening to clients come in who have very real problems. I'm not dismissing that at all. But what I started to realize was I was driving home at the end of the day and I was depressed. I was taking on all of their depressions and all of their life problems and issues, and it drained me. It drained the life out of me. And I'm like, what is going on? I went to school for this. I got all of this education for this, and here I am, and I'm in this job, and I am not satisfied. What is going on? And that's when I began to explore inside what lights me up? What makes me feel really, really good at the end of the day instead of really, really drained at the end of the day? What makes me feel excited to get out of bed in the morning and then happy at the end of the day because I feel like I've accomplished something? So I knew I wanted to help people, and I still wanted to. When I looked inside, the answer was yes, you still want to help people. But what I had learned as I was in this therapeutic setting, having clients every day, I also had coworkers. And I had a couple of coworkers who were not satisfied with their lives. Now, they weren't therapists. They were in other positions, but they weren't satisfied with their lives. So instead of counseling them the way that I counseled my clients, I began to assist them in making them feel empowered and making them feel like they could take the leap and do something new with their lives that they wanted to do. Because when I asked them, well, what do you really want to do? Where do you really want to go? And I'm asking them those questions. What lights you up inside? What makes you feel passionate about these things? And they were answering these questions. And so they were like, their eyes lit up. Their eyes lit up when they were like, oh, wait, I know what makes me feel great every day. It's ABC. And so they're like, oh, I could do that. I could do that with my career. And so I'm driving home one day after talking to my coworkers and after spending time lifting them up. And I'm replaying, you know, how you replay the conversation in your head. And all of a sudden this light bulb pops on and I'm like, oh my Lord. This is what lights me up. This is what makes me feel fulfilled at the end of the day, because I had a smile on my face driving home thinking that one of my coworkers had decided absolutely she was going to take the steps that she needed to take to transition out of that career that was unfulfilling to her and transition into something that really she was passionate about. And so that made me feel amazing. So I compared. Here's me as a traditional therapist going home every day depressed myself. And here's me assisting someone to empower themselves, being their cheerleader, being the motivator that they needed. Just someone to say, you can do this. Of course you can do this. And I stand by you and support you to do it. Parallel. I was super, super close with the therapy, but I was not quite there. And once I jumped over, and once I knew that to be a motivator, to be the guide that someone needs to give them that helping hand, once I understood that that's what I needed to do with my life and with my career, I knew that traditional therapy didn't work. Parallel lives. So I'm asking you to examine and ask yourself the question, if you've gone into jobs and careers and you thought that was what you wanted, but you very quickly found out that it just didn't fit, just like that shirt was way too tight, it just didn't fit, then I urge you to look at parallel. You need to dig a little bit deeper. You need to ask yourself a little more about it. So many of us are in the helping field. So many of us are in the helping field. But that helping field is enormous. It's enormous. So where exactly, you might have to drill down, where exactly in that field do you fit? I know people who love being therapists and love sitting there day after day after day, hour after hour after hour, listening to people talk about their life issues. And they go home at the end of the day feeling fine. I did not. It drained the life out of me, literally. And yet, they may not be at all interested in what I'm interested in. They may not be at all interested in helping motivate people and being the best cheerleader in the room for people and all of that. They may not be interested in any of that, but I am, and that's what lights me up. So I'm asking you in today's video, what lights you up in your career? What makes you feel fulfilled at the end of the day? Because if you're going home at the end of the day, how are you feeling? Are you feeling drained? Are you feeling depressed? Are you feeling down, upset? Or are you feeling uplifted? Do you have that smile on your face as you're riding the bus home or driving home and thinking, wow, this is fantastic. This is what I want to do every day of my life. So I urge you to ask yourself that question. I urge you to hit that like button if you liked this. Share it, please. I'm trying to grow my channel with other amazing women out there. and assisting everyone we need to empower each other. So leave me a comment, please. People do view the videos, but they don't leave me comments. So please, even if you just say, hey, Deborah, what's up? Or whatever, that would be great. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.